Hi, I'm Nikki.
And I'm Rochelle.
And this is
Sissy and Me, the podcast.
We're kicking off our first podcast show. Hello to all our millions of listeners.
Hey guys!
So we thought the best way to introduce our listeners to ourselves was to try and describe each other with an emoji. So naturally, I thought of the most obvious one for you, the monkey covering his mouth. Because Rochelle is always putting her foot in it. Always saying things she shouldn't say. Rochelle's the kind of person that would say to, someone terminally ill, well, we've got a life to live. She's that kind of person that would always say the wrong thing. And she tends to ask advice after she's done something.
I don't need advice before.
Yeah. I distinctly remember you coming to me not so long ago with a card that you had half filled out with a poem. And you came to me at the point where you now realise that you couldn't think of anything to go along with the poem. And I remember it said, "We've been friends for so long, we've gone from bunches to boobs." And at that point, what was it?
It was bunches too, and then I asked.
No, you said boobs. You said boobs. And then came to me and said, "What shall I write next?" At which point I said, "Too late. Much too late, darling." And that's just how Rochelle is. Just never thinks before she speaks. Does the most inappropriate things and is constantly making people cringe with the things she says. So I would describe Rochelle as the emoji with the monkey with his hands over his mouth. My turn.
So my emoji for me,
No,
but you're me. So my emoji for my sister, me.
What an idiot.
Would
My name is Nikki, and that's fine.
My emoji for Nikki me would
So stupid. Continue.
would have to be the girl with the hand up, slapping her forehead with her palm. Okay. I think that is so you. Nothing based on me putting my foot in it, but most of the things I say, that is the reaction you have.
100%. Although I don't appreciate that you always try to correct me by sending a lighter skinned emoji doing it. I know my emoji shade and it is brown. So don't send me...
No, but it's only brown depending on the scale.
No, I'm always brown. I don't care what the scale is.
No, but it doesn't work like that because if there's only 3...
I'm still brown.
You're the lighter brown, aren't you?
But I'm not the white one.
Well, Nicola, if there's the white one, a brown one, and a dark skinned one, you would have to pick the white one.
See, no, we'll have to agree to disagree. But yeah, I would take that. I think that is my emoji normally in response to things that you've said and texted me and told me that you've done. Yeah, that's fair. I'll take that. No shame in my game.
Me either.
Okay.
Make it do what it does.
Okay. So if I had to define Rochelle by one annoying habit, it would have to be her obsession with her phone. It is so annoying.
For who? Not for my friends.
No, for the people that are watching a programme with you. So I think you are, you're definitely addicted to your phone, and I'd like to quiz you, please.
I don't have any addictions.
Okay, so let's start the game. Let's start this quiz. Ready?
Okay.
Take on the challenge. What's the dare? What do you forfeit if you are addicted to your phone?
We'll wash up.
No, I'm thinking more along the lines of don't go on your phone for 2 hours.
Ooh, sure. Okay, I'll have an early night.
Addicted person would have a problem with that. She'll go to sleep for 2 hours to stay up your phone.
I'll have a nap.
I think we know what the outcome of this quiz is going to be. Okay, you ready for question 1?
Of course.
There's scenarios where you'll be asked to select one multiple choice answer. Okay?
Okay.
Question 1. You're on a date and your phone rings. You, number 1, pick up. If someone's calling, it's important. Number 2, pick up only if it's family. It could be an emergency. Number 3, let it go to voicemail and check it when you go to the toilet. Number 4, it was on silent. Having it ring is rude. Or number 5, I left my phone at home. Yeah, right. I want my full attention on my date.
If I was enjoying the date, then I'd only answer it if it was family. You should see the stare she's giving me, guys.
I don't believe that's true. Okay, pick it up if it's family. You're at the gym. Where is your phone? Number 1, on the treadmill with you, obviously. 2, in the locker. Number 3, left in the car. And number 4, at home. Nothing much could happen in an hour or 2 that I work out.
Anything could happen. There's even a song that goes...
How did it go?
Anything could happen.
Oh, wow.
Anything could happen. Anything could happen. So, on the treadmill, make it do a few runs.
I never used to take my phone out of my locker at the gym.
How long were you at the gym?
Over an hour.
What? Doing stuff.
Are you sure? because my phone was in my locker for that long, or because I don't look like I go to the gym?
It's a bada bing, bada boom situation.
Next question. Your phone is getting repaired. You are freaking out. It's like living without food.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, I think we know the answer. It's just a scenario. It's not real. Number 2, very unsettled, but at least I have my computer. Number 3, okay, it's not that bad. And number 4, happy. I like having breaks from technology.
My break is when I sleep, so I'd have to go with the first one on that one.
Freaking out. It's like living without food. Shame on you.
Yeah.
You are addicted. You and your phone are attached at the hip or the hand. Either way, you can't go long without checking it. It's good to be on top of your life, but remember to live your life too. It's not about being on top of your life. It's about what's on top of you. That's not what they said. I like to add a little zhuzh.
No adding.
Okay, bottom line, you addicted, honey.
Don't believe it for a second.
See, wouldn't it be nice if you were just free of, addictions and obsessions?
But I see how upset some people are who don't have phones, and I mean, I don't know how they do it.
You see people that are upset from not having phones.
Yeah, if you've lost your phone or you get to work and you've realised you've forgotten your phone.
I've done both of those things.
Have you had a sad day?
No, I've been absolutely fine.
One of a kind.
No, not really. Just put things in perspective. So for those of you that might now have a better understanding of Rochelle, I thought it was only fair that you have a better understanding of me. So, Rochelle, what have you got up your sleeve?
Your OCD is getting a bit much.
Okay, wait, no, I'm not going to accept that OCD.
Are you joking?
Of Caribbean descent.
You have OCD, probably on one of the highest levels.
I rebuke that, but continue.
So I found a quiz. You rebuke it, but we'll see what the answers are. So we'll leave it to the result, shall we?
There's a quiz. Obsessive compulsive disorder is lots of things, though. It's not...
You've got them all.
That is a lie.
Well, I won't say that you're extra hygienic because there's not a problem with that.
Exactly.
But you're a germaphobe. You're such a germaphobe.
I don't have any shame in that. And
You
I don't think I am.
You definitely are.
Why is there a name for clean people and not a name for just dirty people?
Yeah, they're called pigs. So we're going to do this quiz to find out how much of a germaphobe you actually are.
Okay.
Question number 1. Which of these is a handbag necessity? Well, this is obvious. Tissues, hand sanitizer, disinfectant wipes, all of the above, or none of the above?
All of the above.
Obviously.
But you probably have those in your bag as well.
I'd rather not talk about me. Question 2. What is appropriate to bring your own? 1. Unless it's beer, there's no need to buy your own. Manicure set at a nail salon. There are too many ways to get infections there. Hairbrush at a hair salon. How many heads have those other ones touched? Silverware at a restaurant. Too many mouths have been on that fork.
Can you only pick one?
Oh, wow. Wow.
Okay, the nail salon one, because I've actually considered taking my own stuff. Because people have funky toes.
Okay, question 3. What's your rule for eating drop food?
Don't do it.
Don't eat it or don't drop it?
Both.
That is a good answer.
Was it Hansel and Gretel? Why would I intentionally drop my food?
As long as it's not covered in mud, I'm game. I go by the 3-second rule. I throw it away, wash my hands, and desanitize the area.
Throw it away and wash my hands. But I don't desanitize. That's
Are
a
you
bit
sure?
extreme. Yeah, I'm positive. So if I drop food on the floor, I'm going to desanitize the pavement.
Oh, that's outside.
Oh, if it's inside, I'm going to clean the floor.
But would you eat it if you dropped it inside? It doesn't even depend on where. Okay, wait.
Is it in my mouth?
Fair play.
This is saying a lot about you. This quiz is revealing a whole lot.
Shoes or no shoes in your home? 1, keep them on. 2, they come off if they are incredibly dirty. 3, all shoes off at the door. 4, hospital booties required.
3, all shoes off at the door. But on my new carpet, I probably would request that people wear socks and I would like to provide the socks.
So hospital booties required.
Not hospital.
Why would you need to provide the socks?
Because have you ever seen some people so they take off their shoes and you're like, where have you been running all day?
So if they took off their socks?
No!
On carpet.
I've had people take off their socks and they've ended up in their toes all over my cushions and they've had to be bleached and hot washed.
Okay, so your hospital booties required for that one.
Okay, that's a bit extreme. If on the new carpet.
No, it doesn't say if on the new carpet.
This is a setup.
It's not. This is real life. To handshake or not to handshake?
No.
I haven't even given you the options.
That's so gross.
Why handshake when you can hug?
Ah!
Wow.
No, but if you're going to handshake someone, that you obviously don't know them well enough to have an ear next
I would
to
rather
their...
hug somebody that I didn't know than handshake them.
But what about when their ear touches your ear when you hug
That's
them?
unnecessary. Keep your neck back.
Or when their cheekbone hits you right in your cheek. Or when they've got like a spot on their face.
Okay, fair play. Handshake. So we're going to submit this. And the results are major germaphobe.
I'm not.
Like Megan Fox, you're always thinking of the possibility of little microbes populating those seemingly clean spaces. The actress says her obsessive compulsive disorder makes her think about germs all the time, especially those in public restrooms and restaurant silverware. 2% germ friendly, 36% germ aware, 49%, so not quite halfway, germaphobe, and 14% major germaphobe.
Megan Fox, you sold us out. I'm not ashamed of that. Nothing wrong with being clean.
Nothing wrong with being clean, but you can't tell people when they come to your house that they can't take off their socks.
I wouldn't mind having some guest socks.
So everybody's foot is good in the same socks?
I would wash them.
The same way that they wash their own socks?
Okay, I have to be clear. I actually have had guest socks in rotation.
Well, there we go.
I've had guest socks in rotation and I've had guest slippers in rotation.
Wow.
That get washed.
So basically, you just prefer people to be footless.
I'd rather they just didn't come round.
There we have it, guys. There we have it.
Yeah. I'll come to yours. I wouldn't have to eat there, will I? At the other person's house.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway.
You have to wear their guest socks.
Oh no! I would never. Okay, so hopefully now you guys know us a little bit better. Definitely feel like that last little quiz was set up, but whatever. Moving on. So we're moving on to our next part of the show, which is our favourite item. Room 101! Dun dun dun! Dun 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 dun! Everyone could tell that was the end of the jingle, but you always have to go on. So what's room 101? Room 101!
What it is.
So this part of the show is where we discuss and vote on the most annoying thing of the week that we want to put in room 101. And it has to get thumbs up from both of us to go into room 101. If it doesn't, then we're just being annoying narcs moaning about stuff that's not relevant and we need to get over it. So, yeah, pretty much. That's the verdict. Okay, so what are we putting into room 101 this week?
Okay, so I've been on the train this week and somebody next to me has had their headphones in. Their phone's wrong. They've taken out one earphone and put the phone to their ear and had the conversation extremely loudly.
Okay, so just a loud conversation.
Why is the headset in if you've got the phone to your ear?
Because he wants background music or she wants background music.
No, it's still plugged into the phone.
Yeah.
So they can't hear any music if they've answered a phone call.
So what's the problem?
Why have they got one earphone in and the phone to their ear if the only sound is coming through the headphone?
So your problem isn't the noise, it's just the frustration of the sight of them having a headset.
What are you doing?
Huh?
You've just taken out one earphone to put the phone to your ear that the headphones are plugged into.
I'm not following this complaint at all. I think it's safe to say this will not, the door's not even creaking open ajar. That is not going into room 101. Sorry, love. That's a big...
Okay. So, I was on the train.
Oh my gosh. I think I've heard this one.
So I've been on the train. The doors open at a train station. People get up. There's somebody standing in front of the seat where somebody's just got up. So you're kind of preempting that this person's going to sit down. They're looking around to see if anybody wants to sit down. There's nobody there apart from you. They continue to stand. And somebody who's just got on the train goes and sits in that seat.
And that's your frustration?
Yeah.
Why didn't you sit in the seat?
Why didn't he offer? It wasn't clear that he was definitely not going to sit down.
Why didn't you ask?
I was too far. But I could have made it before new people got on.
Again, I think what's letting you down is that you're focusing on things that happen on the train. And I think what's really becoming revealed is that you're not in a good state of mind on your way to work. You're very irritable about people enjoying phone calls and sitting in seats. I think what you need to do is cycle in for a few days.
Okay, I've got another one.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
So this week, I've been on the train.
Oh my God. Nothing on the train.
This week, I've been on the... And...
You've been on the train?
Yes. Were you there? Being on the
I
train.
feel like I was.
Somebody's music's playing extremely loudly while I'm trying to watch Netflix. And to the point where I've had to actually put my program on subtitles because I can't hear it.
Oh no, shocking.
Because that person's music is that loud.
Okay, that I will give you.
I knew there was going to be a train one that you'd take.
Okay, well, it sounds like you had a whole catalogue of them, so it was a matter of time. But I agree with that one. That one is so annoying. I have been on the train and I can hear when the person's song changes. I can hear the words of the song. I can hear the bass line of the song. And I'm just like, this is absolutely ridiculous. And what's more annoying is that I'm the only one that seems to be bothered and tutting and trying to make eye contact. And everybody else is acting like they can't hear it.
Exactly.
Okay, that'll slip into room 101.
Yeah,
I don't think it's like a deal breaker, but I think it is annoying. So yeah.
I've had to ask people to turn it down.
You've spoken to the people.
Yep, tap them on the shoulder.
And said...
Please can you turn that down because I can't hear what I'm watching.
And what have they said?
They've just nodded. I don't actually know if they can hear me. But then yeah, some of them have turned it down.
Wow. There you go. I thought we were just meant to complain about things. I didn't know we were actually going to be proactive and actually do something.
Yeah.
Wow.
If it's in room 101, it's got to have been dealt with. There's got to be a solution.
No, that's not the rule. It's not the rules. So anyway, okay, so room 101 for me, I think my biggest frustration has to be people that don't say thank you. I know that we're not supposed to look for it and we're meant to just be generous and kind, but when you hold that door open and they walk through chatting away as if it was held open by the door fairies, there is something in me that cannot resist saying, "You're welcome." At which point they look startled that even someone's standing there, because obviously the doors were just magically held open. Yeah, that is a real bugbear.
Well, it's funny you say that because just this week
I didn't do that to you.
No.
Were you on the train?
I wasn't on the train actually. But somebody said thank you, and I don't think they should have said thank you. So what happened was, I was going to use the bathroom at work, had both my hands on the door, went to push it open, turned back to talk to somebody, just as I put both my hands out, a woman had opened the door. So yes, I did almost caress this woman with both of my hands, and she said thank you, as if I had pushed open the door. And I just thought then it looked like I had touched her and she was saying thank you.
That's
for
exactly
it.
what I would.
And I thought anybody walking past would have thought, what's just happened? She's grateful.
Yeah, she's grateful that you felt her up.
No, exactly, which I didn't want at that moment in time.
You didn't want to fill her up at that moment. At that particular moment in time, you didn't want to fill her up.
I didn't want to thank you.
You didn't
because I wasn't proud of what I'd done.
Okay.
So
can I put my?
Oh yeah. Yes, I would say definitely that can go into room 101, but obviously saying thank you unnecessarily.
No, I see how you just tried to sneak that in the door crevice as it was closing. Nope, that doesn't get in. Okay, so we're putting into room 101 for this week people that do not say thank you. And people
who play their
go
music
to the train. Oh, sorry. people that take the train, apparently. No, people that play their music too loudly on the train.
Yes.
Yeah? Okay, boom, in. So, next game. You ready for our next game? Which we love, is our dilemma game. This really is a good game where we're able to really identify what makes us who we are. And how we're different. I think a lot of people think we're alike, and then we get to scenarios type situations and people realise we're completely different. I mean, I think I'm quite a compassionate person and
what?
And you're not like me.
Are you joking? So the other way round.
Okay, well we'll let the listeners decide after our game of truth
or traitor.
Got it. Okay, so the first scenario. You're going to realise what I mean about Rochelle, but it's all right. You'll find out. So, dilemma number 1. Your partner is a terrible cook, but doesn't like to be mollycoddled. What do you do? Truth or traitor? Do you tell him the truth, or do you pretend that his cooking is amazing?
Truth.
Straight away, you're not even going to think about his feelings.
No.
Okay, so don't care that you could hurt his feelings. He's sensitive about his cooking. And he's a terrible cook. What do you say?
This isn't really working out. Maybe you could do other stuff around the house. So just completely write him off. You know, that's this. Yeah, because then that leads to there's no further conversation. I don't want you to get emotional about it.
Because you're broken up. So, and can I just ask, at what point is it when he's placed the meal down?
Once I've tasted it.
You take a mouthful and then you would say...
I don't think this is working out. I think you should do other things around the house.
I just hate the way it's coming across so clinical, like an employer. This isn't working out. I'm going to need you to take your things at the end of the day and not come back. This person's sensitive about their food.
Why are they sensitive about their food? That means that somebody else has told them that they're
I'm not being funny, but there's other people around this table that are sensitive about their food. So let's not go there, honey.
But that could be the case. So...
I think I can answer this question because I do it, and I think I would be a traitor. I would spare their feelings and sensitively try to drop in every now and then. Oh, maybe you should put some salt in there. Oh, hun, maybe you should, cook the pasta. And, just every now and then just drop little hints in. Oh, wouldn't it be nice if you cleaned the chicken? Just little things.
Oh, I see. Nah.
Pardon?
Nah.
So I think already the listeners are getting understanding. Do you remember when I just said about 5 seconds ago?
Our listeners are hungry.
Okay.
There we go.
Hungry for a new relationship, it sounds like, because you're going to put down the fork. This will be you. Oh, thanks, darling. Thanks. This isn't working out.
I would let him take a spoonful first, see if he likes it.
And what if he was like, oh my gosh, this... Oh my gosh.
Oh, are you kidding me? And then I try some...
This beetroot and chicken sandwich thing is really working out. It's really nice. I didn't think it was going to pull it off, but it's really nice, darling.
Do you want mine?
Oh, I'll be stuffed after this.
I don't think you will. Gobble mine down. Whereas I'll take it to work for lunch.
Oh, that's a good one. So to spare his feelings, pretend to take it to work.
I wouldn't do that.
Pardon?
I wouldn't do that.
Why?
Because what am I carrying a heavy container of food I'm not going to eat for?
It's all about you, isn't it?
100%.
Okay, so the listeners, they get it. I don't need to. Okay.
Exactly.
Next dilemma. Your best friend is a BBW, but seems to shop for clothes in the petite section and is oblivious of the stares and finger pointing from others, but you are not. What do you do?
Oh,
Truth. Truth or traitor?
Truth. Who are you buying that for?
So to sum up, you would tell your friend the truth. But there's types of truth, isn't there? There doesn't have to be the brutal truth, which is clearly your route.
There are different types of truth, but at the end of the day, I need to be honest with you, and if I can't be brutally honest with you, then what's our relationship based on?
Kindness and generosity.
Those relationships don't always last.
I find they last longer than the ones where people are just mean for no reason.
Well, it's not for no reason. It's to help them. What are you doing?
Okay, so yeah, you're in the shop and you say, you know, who are you buying that for? Okay, different scenario. You get to the club. She pays to put her coat in, and that's the first time you see the outfit for the entire night.
Did I go with her to the club?
Yeah, you met her there.
Well, then that's out of my hands.
So you're at the club now.
Yeah.
Everyone's staring. Mm-hmm. She's oblivious. She thinks she's looking beat. The night's going to be lit. I'm off the chain right now in this outfit. And
at this point, the responsibility has passed what I'm capable of doing. So I wouldn't say anything.
So it's past your threshold.
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily about your friend. It's just about whether you can salvage the evening or not.
And how far away, but in the same vicinity, I could be.
So you wouldn't stand near her, is what you're trying to say?
Probably try not to.
Have you ever been in a scenario like that where...
I have. And this is exactly what happened.
See, I think I would definitely tell my friend, but I would be really, really sensitive about it.
What would be the point if you're there?
Because I want to save her life. I don't just want to save the night.
So then you would leave the club?
No, I wouldn't tell her then, but I would tell her.
Oh, no, there's no point then.
What?
You've already been associated with her.
I think it's quite clear that now you know, even if our voices are similar, who is Roshi and who is Nikki in these scenarios. As I said, I'm the compassionate one.
In that case.
Well, that is the end of our show. That was our very first podcast. I hope you'll be tuning in for our next podcast show when we may have a special guest.
Ooh la la.
Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you, guys.
She's been Sissy.
And she's been me.
I always wanted to do that, but not that. Thanks for listening, guys.